Hi everybody. Well, this week I'm here with Angela Stubblefield, who is currently the Deputy Associate Administrator for Security and Hazardous Materials Safety here at the FAA. And I've just selected her recently, as you may know, as my next Chief of Staff. And she'll take that position in early November, already starting some of the transition. And we've had a chance to work closely on several important issues here over the last few weeks, and I know that Angela will do a great job. So Angela, tell us a little bit about your career in aviation up to this point and what brought you to the FAA.
Well, thank you, and it's an honor to be named as your Chief of Staff and the Chief of Staff of the FAA. I came to the FAA in mid-2001 as an intelligence analyst looking at worldwide terrorism threats to civil aviation. Then 9/11 occurred. And as you know, TSA was established, and our entire FAA intelligence office was pulled out and moved over to the Transportation Security Administration.
That's incredible.
And suddenly our mission broadened from just civil aviation to terrorism threats to all transportation modes.
Right.
And once the TSA was moved from the Department of Transportation over to the Department of Homeland Security, I began to make my way slowly back to the FAA. First, I went to the department to work as the Secretary's intelligence threat briefer. And then in 2008, I finally came home to FAA. And for a year, I was the FAA liaison to the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, and then was named the Deputy Director of what's now the Office of Security, National Security Programs and Incident Response under the Office of Security and Hazmat Safety. I then became the director of that office, and then in 2013 was named to my position as the Deputy Associate Administrator for Security and Hazmat Safety, which is what led us here today. So I've had certainly internal security, intelligence, and the hazmat safety background in my time here at the FAA.
I know you're a U.S. Marine, and tell us a little bit about what you think that brings to the table in terms of your success as Chief of Staff.
I love the Marine Corps. I didn't come from a military background, but I knew from a very young age that I wanted to serve my country. And so after I graduated from the University of Virginia, 2 weeks later, I stepped on the yellow footprints at Parris Island, which is a little bit of a culture shock, as you might imagine. But I had the opportunity to serve as an intelligence analyst with some of the finest Marines at Camp Lejeune, in Europe, and in Okinawa, which is where I got my first real taste of aviation working for the 1st Marine Air Wing. It was such a great experience. The dedication to duty, the sense of family and belonging and serving your country is something that I cherish greatly, and I think hopefully gave me some of the tools that will be useful in my new position as Chief of Staff.
That's great. You've got a great background. Now, in your current role and also in the Chief of Staff role, it's pretty much a 24/7, 365 job, and you know, we respond when we're called upon.
Absolutely.
But what do you do with your free time when you have? What are your hobbies and interests?
Well, as you said, the NAS is 24/7, and so certainly my position in ASH with emergency response has prepared me well for being ready to serve at any time. Because our discretionary time is so limited, I focus a lot of it on spending time with my incredibly supportive husband, our family and friends, things like wine tasting, discovering new restaurants, of which we have many here in the DC area, so I'm fortunate, and just relaxing and enjoying the company of my friends. That's what's fun to me.
Great. Well, look forward to working with you. Congratulations again. We'll learn together. I'm just getting to about the 2-month point, as you know, so I know I'll be relying on you to a tremendous degree here over the next weeks and months, but I know you'll do a great job.
Thanks, sir. I appreciate the opportunity.
Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you again next time.